Howdy, how's it going? My name's Anna. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. If you are new here, I just love talking about makeup and especially sparkly eyeshadows from indie brands, well, and all brands. Anyways, today I wanted to just pull out, I realized I never did a video on the Glaminatrix shades that I have, because there's some really pretty ones in there, and so I just thought that I would, you know, sit back, relax. I just felt like swatching some eyeshadows, so I thought I would share that with you. I'm also playing around with some lighting, so I thought swatching would be really good for that because the shadows react differently to different light. It's really interesting. The Glaminatrix is a company in Australia, and they do palettes, they do single shadows. I haven't looked into any other makeup from their brand. I've only gotten these single shadows. And as far as ordering, I had a pretty okay experience with that. I ordered just from the stock on hand. It was not a pre-order, and I double checked this because their site said that there would be, I think, 10 to 15, something like that, days processing time. And I thought, okay, whatever, and it's coming from Australia. Well, after about a month, I hadn't heard anything. And so I just wrote an email and said, hey, you know, just checking on this because sometimes, you know, things slip through the cracks. And I just want to make sure that wasn't what had happened. And I didn't get a response, which was a little weird, but my package, I got a shipping notification, like within about 48 hours of sending that email. So probably, this is my assumption, this might be a one-woman operation and maybe very overwhelmed. I'm sure running a small business during a pandemic is not, well, I know it's not. I work for a small business and I know it's not easy. So, anyways, that was fine. I also got, and this was after the 30 days, I received a refund for one of the shades that wasn't in stock, which is fine. I would have preferred that probably right away. It felt a little weird that money was held on to for so long. Not that it matters to me, but, you know, I think just in principle, it maybe would have been nice to do that right away. But again, when you get overwhelmed, when you're swamped, it's really hard to know what to prioritize. And so I feel for that. Anyways, that was my experience. It wasn't, wow, amazing. It also was not terrible by any means. So it was kind of, you know, middle of the road for an indie brand. All right, so let's swatch these beauties. So this first one is called Soda Pop. And it's shiny, bright orange. Very pigmented. Definitely got a sheen to it. And this next one is called Nymph. And this one looks to be a duochrome to me. It's got pink, actually maybe multi. It's got pink, orange, gold, like a corally color. Almost like a red. And that one was a little messier. And it doesn't have a strong base to it, or a pigmented base. It's more of a topper. You can see it's a light base. And that was Nymph. And the next shade here, and there were basically two shades that I ended up ordering because of, and this was one of them. And this is called Fairy Garden. It's got lavender, mint, almost like a Kelly green there. And this one's pretty sparkly as well. Sometimes they look even better on my finger. And you can see a little bit of pink in there too, I guess. So that's Fairy Garden. I mostly see the green to the lavender shift. It's like a green base, the lavender sheen on it. That orange is sort of, it didn't stain my hand, but I feel like my hand looks a little more orange than it did before. Maybe not. Maybe that's just my imagination or the lighting or something. All right, and this next shade is Oceanic. Looks so pretty. Gold, blue, turquoise, kind of a teal. These aren't chunky, but they're also not super smooth. They're sort of in the middle, I would say. Ooh, this one looks really sparkly. That one's got definitely sort of a darker base than that last one. This one's really shiny. Again, that one's called Oceanic. And then next I have, oops, I think I got other shadow in there. This is called Meadow. And it's sort of a grass green to gold. Again, it's sort of sparkly. Let's see what we got here. Again, a bit of a more pigmented base on that one. The base on it seems to be a little bit darker green than, it does seem to have a lighter green shift in it to me. But yeah, that seems pretty well formulated. All right, next is called Arctic, and I think this is so aptly named. It just looks like an icy blue. I'm trying to tell if there's any shift in there. I don't think so, not really. And this one again is just sort of that middle ground. It's not super chunky, but it is a little messy. It's not super smooth, but it's not gritty at all. Well, maybe a little. Ooh, that's really pretty though. Wow. Very shiny. And next, I'm saving the best for last. Spoiler alert. This is the second to last. This is the penultimate shadow, and this one is called Bunny. I feel like there was an Easter collection and it was mostly pastels, and this one I think is a duochrome. Trying to see those. It's kind of blue to yellow, I think. Let's see what we got. Yeah. Yes, I can see the yellow much more in the swatch. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. And I can actually see the pink shift on that last one. Now I can't. I don't know. But yeah, that bunny is a blue to yellow. All right, and then this one, this was one of the two shades that I actually decided to place an order for. And this one is called Gleam. And she pretty. So beautiful. It's a little hard to see, of course, on camera, but look at that. Shiny. Woo! Sort of a magenta and a silvery gold, maybe even a hint of blue in there. I believe this one swatches even more amazing. Oh yeah, and some lavender actually from this angle. So there it is. Yeah, kind of a magenta base with a gold and some lavender in there. And that one is a little bit smoother than the others, just slightly. Well, it's a little messy as well. But there's Gleam. There's Gleam. I can even see a bit of a blue from a certain angle. It's awfully pretty. Yeah, so those are the shadows that I picked up. It was 8. I ordered 9. One was out of stock by the time that they shipped out. You know, that's another thing that could have happened. Could have run out of stock. Although they do, she does make these, hand presses these, which is very cool. And I appreciate that. A lot of hard work goes into that. These are a little bit more on the pricey side from what I remember, and I think part of that was the shipping. But shipping from Australia to the United States, I'm sure, is outrageous. So, you know, I'm going to pay that to support an indie brand. Getting stuff on my pants. So yes, do I recommend this? Yeah, I think if there are shades that you want to check out and you're an indie shadow collector, this is definitely one to try. She does have some palettes. She does come out with palettes from time to time. At any rate, thank you so much for joining me for this swatching video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope if you were looking to see some of the shades swatched that this was helpful. Let me know if there are any Glaminatrix shades that I need to pick up. And other than that, I hope you're doing well, and please hit the thumbs up if you did like this video, and if you would subscribe to this channel, it would make me so happy, and I will bring more content about makeup and glitter. And other than that, I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.